On to Chapter 10 in a World Series curse. A called shot. Kate and Mike followed Red as he wound his way through Wrigley Field. Red used his press pass to get by the security guards. Mike and Kate waited for a minute and then showed security the passes they'd gotten from Louie. Red stopped just outside the Cubs clubhouse. As he checked something inside his shoulder bag, Mike and Kate squeezed past some trash carts and hid behind a large pole. From their hiding point, they had a clear view of both Red and the door. "We'd better document this," Kate whispered to Mike. She took out her phone and snapped a few pictures of Red. Then she turned on the video recorder just as Red reached into his bag and pulled out a small, clear bottle of yellow liquid. He looked around to make sure no one was watching, and then took the top off and smelled it. His face scrunched up and he stuck out his tongue. Red quickly capped the bottle. "Are you getting this?" Mike whispered. Kate nodded. She continued to record Red as he pulled 2 more bottles out of his bag. Red checked again to make sure that no one was around. Then he opened the clubhouse door a crack and threw all 3 bottles inside. Crack, crack, crack. Mike and Kate could hear the bottles breaking open on the concrete floor. Red closed the door and moved around the corner. A strange smell wafted into the hallway. Red called out to the security guard further up the hallway. "Help! Someone just threw something in the clubhouse," Red said. The security guard came running, but he stopped a few feet away. "Oh man, what's that smell?" he asked. "It's like rotten eggs." Red pointed down the hallway. "A man with a red hat just came and threw some stink bombs inside the Cubs clubhouse," he said. "I tried to stop him, but he got away." "But he's the one who just threw the bottles in there," Kate whispered. "He's trying to blame someone else," Mike said. "He did the same thing when he let the goat loose. He's the troublemaker. We've got to show this video to Louie," Kate said. "He's probably at the batting cage. We have to stop Red before he does anything else." Mike and Kate sneaked back past Red and the security guard. They ran through the hallways to the Cubs batting cage. Louie was busy hitting pitches. Mike and Kate waved to catch his attention. Louie let the bat drop. He motioned for Mike and Kate to come over. "You'll never believe what we just found," Mike said. "Your friend Red is the one creating all the trouble for the Cubs. Check out this video." Kate pulled out her phone and showed Louie her video of Red. Then she showed him the handwritten notes which matched. "I can't believe it," Louie said, "but it sure seems like Red is doing something wrong. Let's go tell security." A short time later, Mike and Kate were in the ballpark security office. They showed the chief of security all of their evidence. When they were done, the security woman radioed for someone to bring Red up. She asked Mike, Kate, and Louie to wait in the hallway. A few minutes later, Red showed up with a security guard. After a half an hour, the chief of security came out with Red. She stopped in front of Louie, Mike, and Kate. Red kept his head down. He had taken off his bow tie. The chief of security held up Red's bag. "Louie, you'll never guess what we found in here," she said. The chief reached in and pulled out a bag filled with clear, star-filled bouncy balls. Mike pulled the bouncy ball Louie had given him out of his pocket and held it up next to the bag. "They're the same," he said. "Red must have corked the bat and switched them when you practiced." The chief of security held up a clear bottle. "And these are the stink bombs that Red used." He was hoping they'd clear out the clubhouse and upset the Cubs. He tried to blame it on the made-up criminal, but your video fixed that. "How could you?" Louie asked. Red stared at the floor. "I'm sorry, Louie," he said. "I like you, but the White Sox are the only team that matters in Chicago. If they can't win the World Series, the Cubs shouldn't." Louie took a deep breath and pulled back his shoulders. There was fire in his eyes. "Well, Red, I'm afraid it won't work," he said. "The World Series isn't over, and even if I can't play, I can still sit on the bench and cheer my team on. The Cubbies aren't done yet."